Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the UAB Blazers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. And a sophomore making an impact play.
That to start the game off by this defense. The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
From the 12-yard line, it's 2nd and long now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, Chris, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. We're still adjusting, trying to get ready to start this game. That's back-to-back sacks to start the football game. And now, how'd you like to face this 3rd down if you're the quarterback after getting sacked the first 2 plays?
So after 2 empty downs, it's 3rd and long from their own 1. Will the defense come after him this time? Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
Can he make it? Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. He shreds the tackle. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Sticking with the running game. Got a lane. Can he get in? We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Breaks loose at the 40. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of him.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tailback with another carry. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Catch made on the left side.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Direct snap to the back. And the Blazers pick up enough for a first down here.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. Can you say methodical and marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense?
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Keeping it on the ground here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. And the tailback's got it again. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
There's the handoff. Runs through the defender. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets made on the out route. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield with a 48.
Pickup of 12. First down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Powering right past the defender. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Fights off a defender. Ball is free in the backfield. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The punt team making their way on the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt will bounce and go out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. And they'll use the ground game here. Runs right over the defender. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Blazers starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They're going to run it here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The Blazers pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Toss play to the outside. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
On the set. Here we go. 6-9-1. Gators score.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
UAB.
And the Blazers come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. Well, they slow the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Kennesaw State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Owls offense back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Send the back in motion. Running with purpose. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
UAB.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. When he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. Time running out here in the 1st half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Scanning the field. It's Chavez. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Blazers will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And the same runner's got it again. And moves the ball to the 37 for a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That run moves the ball across the 40.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
First and 10 now for the offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. First and goal, handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
It's the running. Picks up one. It's now second and goal.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Trying to get to the end zone, they'll run it left.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. return man decides to signal fair catch. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And here's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Chavez. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. And the play is good enough for a first down to move the ball to the 44.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
There's a 1st and 10 play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, UAB 14, Kennesaw State 10.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Short connection to the tight end here. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Blazers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Here's the second down play.
Let's go. Gorilla.
Back to throw. It's Chavez. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Blazers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down.
Here we go.
And the quarterback dropping back. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here.
3:25.
Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Can he make it to the marker? Stout defense. They stuff him from this angle. I don't think he got the first down.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. It'll bring up fourth down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They got to call their best fourth and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. Finds his man. Has the first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. Back in motion now. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Important second down play coming up. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
The Blazers Blazers offense retakes the field now. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Oh, a big chunk play to pick up the 1st down. Now, don't get me wrong, he went out of bounds, but by getting that 1st down, new set of downs, continue to milk that clock and try to get this win.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Blazers will line up on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, UAB. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Pickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.
Pretty good coverage here by this defender, but the quarterback puts this ball right on the money. Nothing he could do at all about that one.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running back has it on a screen now. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone.
I'll tell you what, Chris, with this touchdown, never say never. You know, we're under 15 seconds to go, but with that touchdown, at least you've given yourself a chance with an onside kick. If you recover it, who knows, a Hail Mary, maybe you got a chance to win the game.
What if they got cooked up with his 2-point conversion attempt? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.